Hi everyone, welcome to City to Summit Week 1 Workout 1. For these workouts, we're gonna have 3 10-minute AMRAPs. AMRAPs stand for as many rounds as possible. So I'm gonna show you 4 different exercises. You're gonna set your timer for 10 minutes and you're gonna do as many rounds of those 4 exercises as you can in 10 minutes. So Circuit A for week 1, workout 1 is coming at you right now. All you need is a band, a little loop like so. Alrighty, so you're gonna start on your back. You don't need the band just yet. You're gonna have your knees bent, feet flat, core engaged. So you wanna think a little bit of belly button in and up. Your feet are about hip width distance apart. You can press into your heels, squeeze your bum muscles and lift your hips up high. Slowly lower down, squeeze and lift. You're really working from the glutes here. You should not feel it in your low back, and you should be able to lift through your hips. We're gonna do 10 bridges. You're gonna stay on your back. You're gonna pull the belly button in and up and really maintain a stable core here. When you then you're gonna lift your legs up overhead. Arms can be wherever feels most comfortable. From here, keeping everything stable through your torso, you're gonna slowly lower and tap one heel. Return to center and then the other. Lift and tap. You wanna make sure you're not rocking and rolling too much through your hips. So if that means you need to shorten how low you tap, that's totally fine. We're gonna do 10 taps on each heel for a total of 20. From here, you're gonna take your band and you're gonna put it around your thighs. You're then gonna lay on one side. So we're coming into clamshells. Your hips are stacked, one on top of the other. Your feet are stacked. Feet are in line with your spine or with your bum. Keeping your hand here, you're gonna lift your top knee up and slowly lower it down. Lift and lower. You should really feel this in the outside of your bum. We're gonna do 10 on one side, and then you're gonna flip it around and do 10 on the other. Hips stacked, feet in line with your bum. I like to keep this hand here for a little feedback so I'm not rolling back. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 10 on this side. After that, you're gonna get up off the floor, remove your band, and we're gonna go into some jump squats. So feet are hips width distance apart, knees kind of over your second toes, bum's gonna come back, you're gonna power up, land light. Power up, land light. So from the side, butt back, chest forward. You're doing 10 of those. So that is 10 glute bridges, 10 heel taps on each side, 10 clamshells on each side, and 10 jump squats. When you're ready, set your timer for 10 minutes and do as many rounds as you can. Give it a whirl, guys. Welcome back to week 1, workout 1, circuit B. I hope you had lots of fun in circuit A. For this next circuit, all you're gonna need is an elevated surface. So I like to use a yoga block. You can use a textbook, a cookbook, a phone book if those are still around, a real step in your house. So I'm gonna show you all 4 exercises and then we'll set our timers again. The first exercise is gonna be called a step down. So you're gonna stand on one foot, and make sure your heel is firmly planted on whatever surface you have. Your toes might be hanging off, that's fine. You're gonna have your opposite leg out. You're then gonna send your bum back, chest forward, tap down. Squeeze your glute, come on back up. Bend and tap. Couple things to note here. You wanna make sure your knee's not wobbling too much, that it stays relatively straight. You also wanna make sure that you're sending your hips back. So, standing up nice and tall, like a single leg squat. The higher you make the step, the harder it's gonna be. You're gonna do 10 on each side. You're then gonna get your step out of the way and come on to your side. We're gonna do some side plank dips. Shoulder over elbow, both legs are straight. The easier version would be your top leg in front lift, and lower. To make it a little bit harder, you're gonna stack both feet and do the same thing, lift and lower. 10 on one side, then you're gonna spin around and do 10 on the other. Shoulder over elbow, hip stacked, lift and lower. Lift and lower. 10 on that side. You're gonna come right back up to standing, and you're gonna get a space that's about a yoga mat distance apart. We're gonna get low and side shuffle side to side. So you're gonna start on one side, tap the ground, shuffle, shuffle, tap. We're gonna do 10 taps on each side. When you're done with that, we're gonna do side lunges. So standing on one side, feet together, nice and tall. You're gonna take a big step out and lunge. Big step out, both toes are facing forward. Bend this knee, butt back, chest forward, tap. Feet come back together. Big step, feet facing forward, bend, tap. 10 on one side, and then you'll head to the other side and do 10 on the other. Getting as low as you can and exploding out. So that is 10 step downs on each side, 10 side plank dips, 10 side shuffles on each side, and 10 side lunges on each side. This one might take you a little bit longer, so you might not be able to get through as many rounds, but don't worry about that. Keep moving the whole time and you'll be good to go. Set 10 minutes on your timer and go for it. See you guys in the next circuit. Welcome back to Circuit C. We're going to dive right in with our 4 exercises. You're going to need a looped band for this routine as well as a weight of some sort. I'm going to be using my backpack as a weight, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. You can ditch the band for just a moment. You're going to start laying on your back. Knees bent, feet flat, a little bit of gentle core engagement, belly in and up. You're going to press through your heels and lift your hips and hold. From here, we're going to be marching. One leg lifts and then the other. You want to make sure your hips aren't dancing too much and you're staying really stable through your glutes and core. The higher you lift your heel, the harder it is. We're going to do 10 on each side, and then you're going to flip over onto your belly. We're coming into plank with leg lifts. Shoulders over elbows. One leg extends, then the other. Lower your hips so you're in a nice straight line. You're going to lift, 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 lift. You're going to do 10 lifts with each heel for a total of 20. Then you're going to come on up to stand. Take that looped band I mentioned, and you're going to place it around your ankles. We're going to do some monster walks. Feet about hips width distance apart, knees bent, core engaged. You're going to step forward to the side together. Forward, together, forward, together, forward. You're going to do 5 steps forward, 5 steps back. We're going to do that twice. If you have enough space to do 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, that works too. So it's a total of 10 steps forward and 10 steps back, however you want to break it up. You can then take the band off. Sometimes I'll store it on my thigh so I don't lose it, and grab a weight. I'm going to use my backpack because it's what I got. Grab one hand to each. We're going to do some deadlifts. So you want this to be a little bit heavier. You're going to start with your deadlift. Feet hips width distance apart. Slight bend in the knees. Roll the shoulders back. Engage your upper back. Take an inhale. Hinge at the hips. Exhale as you lower. Squeeze your glute and stand. You want to have a nice strong torso, a nice long spine, and really focus on your hamstrings, core, and glutes here. You should not be feeling this in your low back. We're going to do 10 of those with a weight of your choice. So once again, that is 10 on each side, bridge and march. 10 on each side, plank leg lifts. 10 steps forward for those monster walks, 10 steps back, and 10 deadlifts with a weight. Set your timers for 10 minutes and see how many rounds you can do. I'll see you at your next workout.